Welcome. Folks, welcome back to another episode.
All right, are we gonna insert the song right there?
Yeah.
Bam, bam.
Yeah. I know it's been a long time coming.
Oh man, I will say I think this is my favorite
This
world.
is just a funny ass world.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite one.
I love that. Oh my god, what was that speed?
You took off.
Well,
Just
that
speed.
was- oh my.
The only big thing that beats speed is speed.
Wow, I was moving, huh?
So I would like to tell a little story.
A little story.
Tell them about it.
Tell-
About a
us.
toolbox.
Tell them about the toolbox. The mechanics
So-
in this world are fucking busted. I could not jump there. Sir, get in there.
So for Christmas last
plumber,
month,
get in
I had asked for a tool chest. I as I'm an adult, and I
You are an adult.
I gotta do things every once in a while, that involve tools, and just like I think a lot of people, like, the amount of tools I have continues to grow. Because it's not like you rent them. You have a project, you need a tool, you buy the tool, and now you have it. And so it's like, and I've been keeping them in small cardboard Amazon boxes, like 3 of them, and then also like different tool kits and stuff, and like it was just a mess, and there was no organization, like, hammers and saws and nails and screws and
What am I doing over here?
all that. And so I asked for a tool chest because I was like,
Was this a mistake?
it might have been.
You should get back.
So
I feel like this was a mistake.
yeah, you're there now.
This is where I live now.
The rest of
Why
your days.
can't the camera go that?
Oh God, so alone. But so my parents they got me this like crazy on clearance tool chest from Home Depot. That was that was an impressive jump though. But they got me this tool chest for Home Depot. There was a steel, and my dad has this tendency because Eric's a really fucking nice guy, and my dad has this tendency to just assume whatever it is, Cameron's friend Eric will help us. And like we've had I remember one time my mom was gonna have my mom loves arts and crafts and loves like Mary Englebright and that kind of stuff, so she'll go to like little like craft trips where like someone hosts an artist in their home and the artist teaches people how to do things, and she'll go to these things. And she wanted to host one at their house, and my dad was like, well, the house needs to look great if we're going to do that. And so we were like cleaning and fixing up things and like organizing the whole backyard, and then my dad goes, why don't you call Eric to come help us? And I was like, at the time, this was a few years ago, at the time I was living with my parents, I was like, Eric doesn't live here, I'm helping you because I live here. And my dad goes, yeah, but he could be a dude. And that was the origin of that phrase. To be a dude, which is to be a nice guy and help out.
Which is to
And help out your friend's parents clean their house. And Eric came over and helped out.
I wasn't doing anything better.
And Eric has a truck now. So my dad, on Christmas morning, in a box, gives me the owner's manual to this tool chest he got me. And then he tells me, it's still at Home Depot, and you and Eric need to go get it. And I call Eric, and I'm like, were you in on this? And he's like, no, I had no clue. It's like, my dad didn't ask, like, hey, I'm getting Cameron a thing. Can you help him go get it?
The wind stopped as soon as you got to the edge.
So my dad just goes, yeah, Eric is going to help you get this tool chest. I mean, this thing's big. It's what, like 4 feet long, 3 feet tall or something? Like, actually, it's probably 4 feet tall. It's heavy.
Oh,
it's fucking
no.
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
I mean, it had wheels, but still.
Right.
So
Dude,
I'm thinking it's
you're
I'm thinking
lying.
it's the one that's like 2 miles away from. I'm in Gilbert. I'm thinking it's and so are my parents. So I figured it was like
I've seen this
2
movie
miles
before.
away from their house is where
You've
this tool
seen
chest
this
is.
movie before? Is that what you just said to me?
And on the day that we go to pick this up,
All right.
Go ahead, Kel.
on the day that we go to pick this tool chest up, I find out that my dad bought it at a Lowe's in Scottsdale which is like not close to Gilbert. it's like a half-hour drive sometimes. Depends on the time of day.
Hello.
Depends on what area of Scottsdale.
You're bigger than I thought you'd be.
So I'm like already dragging Eric out to this. I'm like, hey, we got to go to Scottsdale,
there's a
and he's super nice
fucking
about it, and I feel bad
cool
about it.
fish guy, huh?
And we get there, and I give him the receipt, and I was like, I'm here to pick this up. And they look on the computer for what, probably 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're just looking on the computer, and then they go, so we sold it because we have -1 in our inventory now, which means we sold the tool chest. So I can get your refund, or if you want, you can bring the receipt to another store that does have it in stock, and they'll get it for you. And another guy comes up and goes, no, they can't give it to him at the other store. He's got to get a refund. And so I'm not the one that bought this. I call my dad, and I'm like, hey, they don't have it? And he was like, are you serious? So he calls, because again, like I'm like, hey, this is like, I know this is my tool chest, but you're the one whose card was used and all, and like, this is all you, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want the next steps to be here. So he calls the manager, who actually comes out and talks to me, and he's like, hey, I'm really sorry about this. If you want, I could take one last look around, and if we don't find it, either I will get one delivered to your house, or we can take a look at some of the other tool chests we have, and we can talk about doing some discounts on them. And I was like, delivery's fine, but yeah, let's take a look around first. He walks to the back and returns like 15 seconds later, rolling the tool chest, because the people didn't even look to begin with.
Honestly,
And
this actually just sounds kind of ridiculous. They're just like, homie, y'all have a store to run, and people who bought things. Maybe you should know what your inventory is, or maybe go figure it out.
Well, and I wasn't mad at the manager. The manager was very nice. He handled the situation. He was apologetic. And when he rolled out the tool chest, he seemed more annoyed than I was, because his team had fucked up. They didn't look for 2 seconds to find this tool chest with a note on it that said Bowers on it.
Oh man, it was so good.
And and I'm a manager, so like he was asking the same kind of questions. He was asking the same kind of questions that I would ask, of like trying to figure out what the hell happened and why his team didn't do things properly. But I eventually I was like, dude, you're good, man. I understand. I understand the position you're in, and I know this isn't your fault. Thank you for helping me out. So, and then and that's basically the end of the story. Other than we almost killed Eric getting it out of the truck when we got it here. Yeah. But
can I kill this guy?
there was a look on Eric's face
can.
for a brief moment getting it out of the truck where he was like, I'm in trouble.
Yes, I was. Oh man, thank God my legs are still fairly in okay shape. Oh man. But yeah, no. Oh, well, no. But I thought you were also gonna bring up how we thought we might have lost some drawers on the highway.
Dude, that's yes. So we're getting off the US 60, and
It's a highway.
and we take it's a highway. So
Can I?
I mean, maybe this is just funny to us. I don't know. So we take a right turn because it's standing up
There you
in
go.
his. He's got a
Nice job.
he's got a small size Tacoma. Like it's not like a huge flatbed, so it's not laying flat.
I got a baby truck.
We've got it standing up with the casters locked, and we take a right turn off the exit, and the drawers are on the left side. So with inertia, some of the drawers opened up. So Eric's looking in his rearview mirror, and he's like, "Hey, the drawers are hanging out the side of the truck," and we can't get a really good view on it, and so we can't tell. Like we're like, "How long has it been like this? Are all the drawers still there? Do the drawers lock in the outward position? Like, you know how like you can't remove some drawers all the way unless you hit a certain latch or whatever it is."
Yo.
So we're like, at this point, we're not sure if we even like maybe some of the drawers fell out on the freeway or something.
Shy guy.
And he just sort of keeps tilting his car to the left a little bit just to get the drawers to kind of shimmy back in. And we're just cracking up because we're like, man, I really hope after all that trouble we didn't fucking lose half the drawers on the freeway. We did not.
Yeah.
We got them all.
Yeah, we brought them all home.
We were good. But for a minute there, I was like,
Whoa,
man, I don't know how I would
that
explain
camera
that to my
change.
dad.
Oh,
He's like, let me see the tool chest. You got it all set up? Yeah. For some reason, some of the drawers came as cardboard. I don't know. Crazy.
crazy.
That is pretty wild.
Clearance.
Clearance? Bitch, I didn't even buy this on clearance.
No, it was on clearance.
Oh, shit.
No, it was that was probably the only reason why I got a tool chest because that would have been too much money.
But no, that was fun. That was a good time.
It was a good day.
Pluck the piranha flowers.
Actually, I know we got kind of off topic. Not necessarily off topic, but we went on to something else. But in terms of like goals for this year,
I hunted that bitch.
I
Yeah,
did.
two episodes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if that's
Two weeks ago for you guys.
making a callback here. But
So
no, I
at this
did
point,
actually.
at this point, they're in March. Hello, March. Hello, March people.
Can we just
They'd,
not?
they'd call them the Ides. But I what did actually, and this is kind of a thing for, I don't know, people that, watch us, and, we've talked about how we enjoy playing D&D and, and stuff like that. Not that we would show us playing D&D necessarily, but I did like the idea.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. But I did like the idea of Marcus and I, because I learned how to DM.
I like the idea of Marcus and you too. I think about it a lot.
Oh.
Anyway, anywho,
Marcus taught me how to DM, and I really enjoyed his teaching. And I don't know. I also like to think that I've started to become a better DM.
Yeah, you're
now.
great.
That's very kind
you're a
of you.
great
better
DM,
than me.
man. You're really entertaining DM.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Your
where I strive
effort
to be.
is very noticed.
But I did have an idea of maybe.
Oh, you're too big. You're too big.
But no, I did have the idea of maybe, and Cameron, by all means, you should get in on this too.
No.
Hello?
I don't know
Maybe
where we're going
doing a
with this.
series of like, I don't know, DM tips, things that we've learned.
Oh, I should.
As we.
I should not. I DM'd one shot that was just pretty much all combat and really difficult combat. It
Are you
was-
talking about for the general public or who are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have
for-
no
for-
tips to give.
Yeah, just for general public, and
I can give tips as a player, for like new players.
Hello?
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I've only been
What
playing
is
for a year
this?
myself.
But also, by all means, this would be more of like a thing, because I'm not right out the gate gonna not claim that we are experts by any means. You want to get expert advice, like straight up, go watch fucking Matt Mercer's DM and GM
Eric
tips.
Eric is very
He
much a
has
student of
those.
Matt Mercer.
Yeah, definitely do that. But as coming as people fairly, we've been playing now for like 3 years as a group. Marcus has been playing for what? I don't
4
know.
or 5.
Yeah.
You've been playing for 3 years now?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm so behind.
Well,
Oh well, I mean,
when I was first running the campaign, it was about 3.5 or almost 4 years.
yeah,
ago
almost
or
4.
something like that.
Yeah, fuck.
Man, honestly, like D&D is like that's not something that you will ever feel like you wasted your time on.
It's probably almost 5 or 6 for me now. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
That's the
cool.
crazy thing about that game is that I think there's a lot of things in your life that you can dedicate a lot of time to and later on feel like it wasn't worth it. But D&D is so different from that because like yes, it'll take some time. It'll take some time. It takes time. It's a time-consuming game to play and
I spend many hours,
especially to
during the week.
DM, yeah. But
Prepare.
But the thing is that you will never feel like that time is wasted because it is time.
I was concerned.
It's time spent with friends, having some of the most fun you've ever had with them, and just being,
Pardon?
sometimes being goofballs, sometimes
Oh, yeah.
sometimes like saying really cool shit. Like it's just
I mean, like, I
it's
feel like
just
if
great.
you have a creative bone in your body, you're gonna enjoy the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You know?
And so a kind of goal that I wanted to do was something additional on top of games for this channel. And while it's still a tabletop game, I don't know. I like the idea of us bringing. We're fairly new, because I say, you know, we've only been doing this for 3-4 years now, but we have some perspective.
Hi-ya!
And
Wow.
we'd love to, you know, hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. To be like, hey, is that something you guys would be interested in? Like
Hello,
hearing
can I
how
talk
we
to
write
you?
characters, how we might prepare campaigns, and how we might, you know, do things.
Can I fit in here? Pardon me, I'm busy, sir.
Oh man, careful,
My dear God. Camera angle, please. It's not the time for. It's not the time.
it was the time.
But yeah, please let us know,
All
because
right.
I think that's just an idea that's floating around in my head
Jesus
for sure.
Christ.
Can I tell you guys about an idea that's been floating around in my head?
By all means, man, we're on the topic of goals and new things.
This is not a goal. It's just
Fine.
it's just an idea that's been floating around in my head.
Okay, now I'm scared.
It's more like a shower thought.
Okay, now
So-
I'm really scared.
So I've got a beard right now, and it's longer than it ever has been before. I mean, I've only ever had a beard since the pandemic. That's a new phenomenon for me. But
I think this is
I
what we're
you know
supposed
Supposed to be fighting.
I
these
wear
fucking
I wear a
demons.
mask all day for work, and
Hello.
basically
There's like a weird like gravity glitch right. This is as high as I jump.
Oh, whoa, that is weird.
That's not right.
That is weird.
Look at I'm fucking treading grass right now. I'm inside.
Oh, wait, no, maybe that is right. Because
Am I
you're
supposed to pluck these guys? Oh.
Yes, yeah, you are supposed to just whack.
Fucking son of a bitch, you stupid motherfucker. Come here. Yeah.
Night.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You
Mario
sprout
the
yourself
Barbarian.
right now, you bitch. Get here. Wait, there's another one.
Sorry, Cameron.
No,
your shower
no.
thought.
we
Yeah,
are playing a game
I mean,
after all.
honestly, I think you should keep the shower thoughts to yourself. But
But no, I want to share it with you.
don't.
As long
It's
as you
not
don't wanna share the
gross.
shower.
Will you
I don't
fuck
wanna
off?
share- I don't want to share anything with you in the shower, right?
Oh my god!
Get away.
I'll share a shower with Marcus
away
any
from
day.
I don't want to share your soap.
Oh my god! No, it's just I just can't stop thinking about this, like, because I wear a mask for work all day, and my beard essentially it pokes out from under it, but also throughout the day it actually curls forward around the lip of the mask. And I'm gonna get it next time I get my hair cut. I'm gonna have it trimmed. You know, because I don't like trimming it myself, because like you gotta like freehand it with a comb, and that's hard, and I'm gonna mess it up. I know it. So I like having the woman who cuts my hair do it. But I was just thinking about, like, what if I just wore the mask and I was like, just cut around the mask, just like a bowl cut, but for like a bowl cut with your hair, but it's a mask cut for your face, and you like just cut it around the mask. What if that was a thing? It was just like, because like your parents would tell you about that, like, yeah, your mom would put a bowl on your head and then would just take some clippers and just cut around it. It's like, but
I
instead,
know. I never had.
you've never heard of a bowl cut before.
No, I have, but
That's what a bowl cut was. Is they,
Right.
You literally put a bowl on your head. And
But thank God my mom was a nail technician growing up, so I was always going to the salon.
no,
to
no,
get my hair
my mom never did that. I'm saying that was a thing our parents did when they were kids. That was like a thing from like the 70s. Listen to the words I'm saying.
I forgot. What's
When you shut down like that, makes me feel like a jerk. Can't just me. So I've been watching I mean, you guys know I've been watching a lot of Valkyrie and Saikuno, Disguised Toast and Corpse, like mostly on YouTube clips. I don't usually catch them live that often, but I just had the fucking dumbest thought the other day, like, because I was watching Valkyrie, and I was just like,
sir?
That's gonna hurt.
the thought actually entered my brain that I was like, you know, not only is this girl like really good at, like, she's pretty good at the games, but like her personality is just so bubbly. She just makes me happy to watch her. Like, I wonder if anyone else has noticed that. I'm like, of course everyone else has noticed that. It's one of the biggest streamers around. Were you idiot?
She was like,
Everyone has
100,000
noticed that.
Viewers every
You know,
single stream.
didn't
I
just-
wonder if anyone likes this chick.
Just won Stream of the Year at the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, she
No big
did.
Yeah.
deal.
No, it was seriously like a thought I had for like 2 seconds, and I was like, you fucking
you're-
idiot.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Do this one real quick.
You're the only one that recognized that, Kim.
Uh,
These things are pissing me off.
but yeah, this one I think should be our last star right here. The
Yeah.
igloo.
I've been simping pretty hard for Corpse. I didn't intend to go that direction, but then I just
the hell
couldn't
is
not,
this?
you know.
I don't recall
No,
this.
he's great. He's just a good dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, he's-
It-
I worry about him. That's the thing. Like, I constantly worry about him.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Like a mother that's just like, I just worried about you.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, yeah.
That puts us
that's
strong
what
with
I
But what I
that's
what I
was
love
saying.
about the Corpse community is that everyone is like so fucking protective of him.
Yeah.
Fucking touch my corpse.
Like, I remember seeing a comment on one video that was like, if anyone ever leaks his face, we all have to agree right now to pretend we never saw it.
That's actually super sweet.
It is, and I was like, I love that.
I
That's
like
great.
that about, like, you know, the way that like people react to like Saikuno and stuff.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's very sweet. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's better than the toxic communities that you see where it's just like, God, ugh,
No,
get out of
exactly.
here, you
Yeah.
fucking assholes that
No,
all follow an asshole.
I love seeing, because, you know, you hear internet people talk all the time about mental health issues and how they handle that kind of attention and that kind of stuff, and or attempted invasions of their privacy. And then you see these community members that are like, leave them the fuck alone. They're providing us great content to watch, and all they want is a life outside of that. And it's just like, yeah, that's all they want. Let them have it.
They took it out, Marcus, remember? You can't do that
Oh,
here.
did there used to be a glitch there?
Yeah, you
There
could.
used to be a lot of glitches in this game.
Yeah.
There's this glitch, and it doesn't even seem like it actually works very well at all anymore, where you can't even, like, really... Okay, you can. I'm just bad. So, like, there's a way that you used to be able to, like...
clip through everything.
Yeah, oh, my God. Like, you would long jump and immediately halt the progress of it and hit the staircase, and it would, like, speed you up backwards, and it would push you all the way through
The door.
this door. Like, it wouldn't stop you. You wouldn't collide.
Even
with
though,
anything.
like, do you need more stars to get through
No,
it or something?
you wouldn't need them, and that's how people
I'm
would
saying right
speedrun
now
the game.
you need more
Oh
stars.
yeah,
yeah.
I need 12 more stars.
12,
So
wow.
people are beating this game
Guess how
without
many
ever
stars you
having
need to
to
win.
do that, and like, you know, they're taking like 15, 20 beds or something like that to beat the whole game, which is like crazy. And it's because of all these glitches. I mean, they can't do it in this version of the game, but yeah. But no, I think
It's a
that is
shame.
I think that is something of just like, it's really cool that there are people out there that are like just genuinely nice people that they recognize what they're getting from
For free.
people on the internet, you know,
For
like
free.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sometimes pay just because
Yeah.
you want to, but like that's the whole thing. Is like,
But at no point do you have to. That's
You
the
don't.
crazy thing.
and like it takes a lot, I assume, to be a streamer, because it's like you have to always be on.
Yeah.
You're an entertainer.
No, it's insane.
for hours a day.
Well, like,
Yeah.
Valkyrie,
You know?
I know, was talking about her YouTube deal. Like, she's got a required amount of hours to hit. Like,
Really?
Oh, I'm sure.
it's like clocking in almost. Like, she's got to stream a certain amount of hours every month.
For sure.
okay, that makes sense. I mean,
No, it makes sense, but it's just like, you're right, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
She's got a
there's
quota.
certain streamers where I feel like they just have it lucky. They're just like, they're not doing anything that they wouldn't normally be doing.
Yeah.
And they're not really adding anything personality-wise to the conversation. They're just like, they exist. They're good at video games, and
Yeah.
that's
Well, that's
it.
like- that's like
I
Ninja,
won't say
you
like
know?
Shroud to me is
Shroud.
like Shroud's not a personality.
I've never seen Shroud.
So
before.
Shroud's not really a personality. He's a guy.
No offense, Shroud.
He's like a,
You see this
but
clip,
he's like
homie? I
a,
think you're very impressive.
he's like an FPS legend, right?
He's an
Yes.
FPS legend.
Yeah.
I mean, and definitely in more recent years, I think that he has definitely become a little bit more.
We're just
yeah, he's,
sitting down.
he's tired.
We're
He's
taking a
tired. He's done
second.
with it. But like, it's just like the people that are like, you know, Disguised Toast, like Kuno, Valkyrie, these people that play these very interactive games like Phasmophobia and stuff like that. When they're streaming those for hours, you are like, you know,
Yeah.
like that. I get tired after we do like 15 minutes of a video game. I'm like, all right, can we be done? And we're not even like camera. We turn the camera off. They never get the camera off.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
And we're
Yeah.
nobodies. So like, there's that factor too. Like they have, she has like 68,000 average viewers or something like that.
Oh, who,
And-
Valkyrie?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
just insane. I mean,
Yeah.
like Sykkuno bumped up from like, I was watching him before he went
God,
big, and
he's-
he was 700 viewers right as Animal Crossing was happening, and then he went up to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Oh my gosh.
And then like,
blew up, yeah.
and then all of a sudden, you know, I can't remember what happened after that. Then he bumped up a little bit more, and then Among Us happened, and then now he's like 40,000 viewers on average, and it's like, it's crazy how that happens.
You know,
like,
his YouTube clip video opener thing gets stuck in my head sometimes. It's like an earworm. Like, "What is up, you guys? It's Sykkuno here," and then it just replays in my head for hours.
I was watching a clip of like his voice progression over like the last 7 years or something like that, because he's been uploading content on YouTube for 7 years.
You're talking about
And-
Sykkuno, not Corpse.
Sykkuno.
Because I saw a Corpse one
Yeah,
of that.
and he used to have like a funny accent that he used to do. It was almost like, "Hey guys, like it's Sykkuno here," and
Oh,
like that's how he used to
no.
talk. And it's funny because it's like there's a progression, and he says a lot of the same lines of like, "Oh Jesus,"
Oh, Jesus.
and like, but it's like, "Oh Jesus," you know.
Oh no!
it's not quite as like digestible.
Yeah.
I like what he like. It sounds more
It's
natural
like the
now. It felt
it's like
it felt
the
very
fucking Mercer's
forced.
voice guy. Just like,
Yeah. It felt very forced. Like, you know what's better than boobs? More boobs. But yeah. No, it's crazy the way that like our entertainment has changed from, you know, it's all at your fingertips. It's so accessible, and I think it's
Yeah.
taken for granted. I mean, these people they have lives, and I think that's the thing that's crazy to me as well, is that like you watch these people and you feel like you get to know them, and then a lot of people
Right.
for whatever reason take that a different way and think that they deserve more
Right.
than just. You're just a viewer, homie. Like you don't.
Yeah.
You're
That
not
part's-
owed anything.
that
because
part's
it's
scary.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
so.
It's more personal.
It
it's
is,
more
yeah.
like
Intimate.
Intimate.
Yeah.
But it's one way, guys. It's
Yeah.
like you might be watching this person feeling like you're having a connection
They
with them.
appreciate you.
I'm sure they do,
Yeah,
but they
but they-
don't see you
yeah.
the same way. They don't see your face. This isn't a
They've
one-on-one
got people
situation.
in their life. They
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's,
not their real life.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we've taken up enough time at the end of this episode. He's fallen asleep.
Hopefully the people watching slash
Mario is
listening are
currently Mario's a representation of everyone watching this video right now.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? Just like those communities out there, we like you guys just as much, if not more.
But we don't want to be friends with you.
That's just facts, guys.
But we appreciate you guys taking the
keep it
time, hanging
profesh.
out with us, being here. We really do. We'd love to hear from you more in the comments. You know, I think we only had a total of if I checked last year or stats of last year. I think we only had like 26, 27
I'm
comments.
sick and tired of the only comments being people we know in our real life. I want to hear from the strangers.
But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. GG, love you, kisses.
Bye.
Bye forever.
Shut the fuck up! Goodbye, YouTube.